On that very day, on a day as still as dawn, yet as turbulent as a storm, I received a package. And contained within was a portrait of Christ, a picture so radiant it resembled light. And I thought, oh, perfect. A masterpiece for my wall of art. But before I could frame it, before I could place it in my wall of art, that wall in my heart, where memories are placed, are framed and placed to hang like Christ was framed and placed to hang. It didn't make it to the frame when it slipped and shattered across the floor, and like a puzzle, it scattered. And I, for one, hate puzzles, especially jigsaw. I picked up the first jigsaw piece of the shattered Christ, and nostalgia slapped me like a tidal wave. This wasn't just broken art, it was a memory. It was me. I was the child that I saw in the shattered piece. From the first glance, she looked expressionless, but her eyes, oh no, they gave her away. Mommy and daddy was one until mommy was gone and daddy was alone. And for her silence masked her sorrows. Her eyes mirrored her fear of the morrow. I dropped the piece swiftly in its place. Apparently, this was taking me down the memory lane, dreading the wahala where they hide inside this shattered glass. I mean, no one touched the remaining pieces of this glass, but you know what they say. Curiosity doesn't just kill the cat, it claws at its heart. And so I picked up the next piece, slowly and shakily, like it might bite, and there she was. An older version, bigger in age yet smaller in self worth. Her confidence was history, whittled away by the cruel hands of those that were meant to be her stay. They were meant to be her stay, but her confidence they gave away. Teachers, meaner than monsters, circling her worth in red ink, playing God, God. I don't want to go to school again. I want to stay at home, where it's safe, where I'm safe from the pain of Cain, because Cain is pain, and in school, it doesn't go away. In the next piece of glass, school did go away, and this girl was crying. When I looked into her eyes, I could feel it. In this split second in time, a duet of despair, a chorus of silence. You see, this was the onset of the poignant taste of lack. Bitter and sour, like that last sip from the cup you were never meant to finish, that faint memory of sweetness that hesitates at the end of the tongue. Now it's fasting for breakfast, dinner, and lunch. It is not a fast for God. It's an empty purse. A meal he can't afford. Not even scraps from a meager diner. There was a foreshadowing feeling to die now. The penultimate piece. A glance at it and I knew instantly this had to be the day I tried to punctuate my life with a full stop. The day misery begged for silence. The day I demanded death to taste like hypo. It was this hypo that a sip could end one's misery. But instead, breath betrayed death, turned every full stop into a comma, kept on writing lines after lines, even when I didn't want to oblige. A final piece remained, and still the portrait looked nothing like him. In this piece, I could see him, staring directly at 18-year-old me, and if beauty had a body, it would have been his. Have you ever seen peace wrapped in skin? Nah, you wouldn't understand. You just had to be in the scene. It was like a visual image of an oxymoron, chaos beside calm, quiet, beside storm, opposites, awkwardly glued together into the same frame. And I picked up this last piece and I placed it in the puzzle, and at first it looked nothing like him. But the longer I looked, the more the fragments fused into his face. And suddenly, in every scene, in every scar, he was there, watching, waiting, whispering my name, and I never even knew.